I'll say this, and he just told me that you're not going to be working, right?
Where?
Tonight.
No, I'm not working tonight.
If you will, don't let it out that he's not going to be working 231 tonight, because it'll be rampant. They're going to be glad when they hear he's not out there. But we'd just like to say that from the sheriff's office that we would.
Is this my pink slip?
That's what your pink slip.
Yeah.
No, it's your little crystal that this is awarded to Lieutenant Randall K. Anderson, Deputy Randy, in recognition of 30 years of dedicated service to the Houston County Sheriff's Office. Here's your ID. You got your pistol, and we appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Of course, it doesn't seem like it. For you young guys, it'll get there. I mean, I certainly can always remember driving back and forth to Searcy and going, how many more years? How many more years? I want to thank all of you, especially thanks to my wife for putting up with the long hours that I work. It's oftentimes that I come home and she goes, who are you? Or are you working tonight? And leave the credit card. So I want to thank her. I want to thank my adopted family, Tom and Ida Durden, who've been like a mom and daddy to me. Tom's a former retired Houston County Deputy Sheriff, lives next door to me. So they try and keep me straight. He's building a privacy fence after today, so we'll deal with that. I want to wish Bobby and Leck best of luck in working in the schools. You know, the only thing I want to say, the best thing I can say about that, wow, the school board people get here now. Just when I was talking about y'all. When I started, Sheriff was here, and I come to work under Lamar Burdock Haddon, and he got us involved with the McGruff program and a lot of other things. I honestly don't think that people realize the importance of working with our youth and what it was going to mean. One of the things, the nightmare that I hope and pray these two guys and my fellow friends with Houston County School, and you guys as well, I hope that you never have to deal with anything really bad. Like one of the things, you know, we started working in the schools, and my worst thing was figuring out how I was going to teach 7 classes in one day, 5 days a week, and get back and forth between the two schools. And now it's worrying about what's going to happen, who's bringing what's the day going to be, how many times is Miss Solomon going to call me for petitions. You know, you don't know. But one thing that always struck me, and it really took it to heart with me, with our young people, was during one of the conferences I attended, I got to talk to the first 2 officers that were the first on the scene at Sandy Hook, that went into the classroom where those children were, those poor little kindergartners were all shot. And that just kind of put an impression in me. And that's why I've always hammered about CP in our schools, doing this, doing that. Now that some of you got children in school, you understand more about it. I've harped about security, maybe too much. But, you know, these kids, a lot of kids these days, you know, the closest they're going to have to anybody with that makes them respect them is you guys. They're a example of what their society we're living in. Everybody talks about how bad society is. Well, it's the same way in schools. Same way in schools and everywhere else. But these teachers, the superintendent, they need our help. You guys on the street, remember, when you're dispatched to a call, that means somebody wants you, somebody needs you. Treat them like they're your family, or treat them like one of your best friends, mama or daddy, because treat them the way you want somebody to treat your family when they're responding to your mama's house or your daddy's house because of a burglar alarm or something. Always watch your 6. This world has changed so much. Sheriff and I remember the days, and certainly Sheriff Hughes in the back. Remember the days where we could go down to the bottom, one deputy, and arrest whoever, and it would take Dothan 5 or 6. And we didn't have to worry about it. I'll never forget one guy arrested many, many times. Never had an issue with him, always for bad checks or something. It was right after Rodney King. And when I went and got him and told him, he put him in the car and he started hollering and screaming. He said, I'm like, what are you doing? He said, well, it's just because of what's on TV. I got an image to uphold. Unfortunately, a lot of times, they only see us in the bad side. They only see the 30 seconds. And I mean juvenile court services, I mean the dispatchers, I mean the ladies in the office, the school board, the teachers, everybody. Nobody in this room right now is getting paid for what they're worth, because you all deserve so much more. Even the game wardens. Oh, I thank you. He called me one morning when we had a warrants on. He and Tim and the guy was high as a kite. When I told the guy warrants, he jumped in the creek and started swimming. He looked at me and goes, are you going to go get him? That was a heck of a fight we had, too. So, I'll end it by saying the ultimate praise and glory goes to God for allowing me to be here, to survive 30 years of law enforcement, especially in this day and time. The lack of respect and everything else. People hate your guts until they need you. And then when you get there, you don't do exactly what they want, whether it's evicting somebody or taking property, or the guys going out with the bloodhounds tracking, or you guys in narcotics. You're never appreciated. But there are people that appreciate you, and I'm just one more of those people. And I just want to say thank you very much, and it's been an honor to be with you guys, work beside you, and I'll see you on the road, especially Norman on 231. Thank you very much.